2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
MCO.
I think we just
Hello.
went live.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello to everyone. Hi.
Hi, guys. Oh my God, human interaction.
Hi
we're
to
on
all our
live now.
listeners as well.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Now, okay, we all know that the MCO has been extended for another 2 weeks. We're going on to phase 3 tomorrow.
Yeah.
How's everyone taking it so far?
I'm taking it with a cup of coffee.
Sham, I know it's upset. Was a bit upset before, but now that the barbers are open again, he can go back for his haircut and everything, though, right?
No, I don't think they
Yeah.
will open it, you know. I think,
Oh, they're not. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they stopped.
Yeah,
it.
they're
Yeah.
not.
No,
I think
I'm not. It's not an issue for me because I have those electric shavers for me to
Right,
do it
right,
myself.
right,
So
yeah.
mine's pretty easy. But yours,
Yeah.
JD, I don't know how you're gonna do yours. Are you
No,
gonna
I'm just
do
gonna
it?
leave it, man.
He's leaving it until the end of the MCO, and he'll come
Oh,
back
wow.
to work looking like a caveman.
Oh wow, it's
Yeah.
like Movember, except not really for a cause.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody asks, "Gee, how tall is JD?" Neanderthal.
What's up, Daryl? How are you, man? So I'm looking at the live comments here as well.
Oh, right,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Oh, live comments. Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Daryl.
Hi, Daryl. Thanks for
Hey,
joining us.
Yay, a familiar face. On the topic of hairdressers, I think it's only hair salons in green zones, right, that are
Yeah.
allowed
Yeah.
to operate. So it's places where there are no
And
cases.
barbers, yeah, and barbers.
But I know
Okay.
a
The
lot
Indian
of
barbers that you
high-end.
go for your shave and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to a barber, and I don't think we can leave because we're in Selangor. I'm in Selangor, and it's a red zone. So
Mm.
people from the red zone are not allowed to go to the green zone. That's
But you
what
know
I
what?
understand.
I know a lot of the guys. Like I go to one particular one in Bangsar, and they're saying we're not going to open because it's kind of dangerous for our staff. You don't know what's going to happen,
Yeah.
so they're not going to open regardless. But my one
Yeah.
thing that I absolutely need, I need a hardware store to open again. I'm so desperate for a hardware store right now. I need like or computer store. I need like one of those data cables from my modem into my other room because it's a nightmare.
No, because now you have plenty of time to do all these DIY projects at home, right? And then you find out, oh, I don't have a screwdriver. I don't have a spanner. I don't have this and that. Oh, what are you trying to do, Sham? Are you trying to
I'm
lose
trying
your phone?
Oh no, I'm trying to position my phone properly. Yeah,
Don't
go
drop
ahead.
the phone off the balcony, man.
I
Gee.
know.
Yeah.
Hey, Daryl, do you have any
What's
questions
Daryl-
you want to ask?
What's Daryl up to these days?
Yeah,
Daryl
Daryl,
said-
how are you?
Daryl
Yeah.
says he misses
Before
us.
bothering us. Yeah, before bothering us back.
We missed the studio as well, actually.
Yeah. I don't.
Hi,
a lot of people don't know, but Daryl
Douglas.
used to be our
Welcome.
producer. You know.
Is it?
Yeah, Daryl used to be the
Daryl used to be our
producer for
producer?
breakfast. Yeah.
Oh. Prem has also joined us. Prem Kumar. Hello,
Hi to
Prem.
Douglas
Hi, Prem.
and Prem. Hey, thank you for joining us. Douglas has a link that he wants us to check out.
Is it Douglas? No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What is this? I'm going to copy it.
Can't click
and
it, though.
I'm
Can't
just
click on it.
pasting it now into my YouTube. Hang on.
So what have you
So I
guys been
think-
up to? I mean, you guys, what have you been have you done anything that you've always wanted to do during this MCO?
Yeah, just sit back and relax and enjoy some Astro Go. You know what I've been on? I've been on the Westworld, and I think it's a freaking twisted story, that whole Westworld, because I've missed out on the first season, second season, and now I think they're airing the third season. So I'm like, I was just catching up on first season, and I'm going, oh my gosh, how come I didn't catch this before? So I've been on that, and in between, I have my son trying to grab my attention, which is quite annoying, but I have to give it to him.
No, but that's something I realized with kids. It doesn't matter that you're with them 24/7. They still want your attention, regardless. You know, it's not the amount of time that you are with them. It's the amount of quality time that you spend with them.
But poor kid, yeah, because he's been inside the house. If he goes outside, it's just the limit is just our veranda here. So we don't go go outside of that. And he's been asking questions like, "Oh, I wish I could go see snow." And I went, "Oh man, it's still a long way before we can actually go and travel somewhere there is snow."
You know
So
what you can do? You can
uh,
try Google for virtual skiing trips. There's so many of these virtual tours nowadays. Like I just brought my kids on a virtual safari. It was so cool. It was quite exciting. Yeah. There's there's an actual camera there, and you can actually look at the place 360, and you can see like elephants walking by and all that. That's quite interesting. So Google that virtual ski trip. Yeah.
Sure. I just want to say hello to some of the guys who just came here. Jimmy Ho, hi. Jimmy Ho, Teresa Koch, hi. Douglas Chu as well. Prem Kumar. Wow, all of you are here. Hi.
Douglas has been into animation ever since he was under lockdown. Oh, that's the link that you sent. Right?
That's the thing that you sent us. Interesting.
Not a bad thing.
The video is called Eggimation. So I'm guessing that the lead character in this video is an egg.
Like you, Soraya, like your IG, Eggy
That's like my Instagram handle, Eggy. Do you want to know the story behind my Instagram handle?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, tell us about it.
Eggy. Yeah. How come?
Why am I Eggy, right? So when I was about 17, my grandfather was living in a nursing home, and he didn't recognize me anymore. So when I went to visit him, he just looked up at me and he was like, "Your face looks exactly like an egg." I think he meant oval, and I was just like, "Oh man, he really doesn't know who I am." He just thinks like, he was just like, "Your face is exact shape of an egg. It's perfectly oval." So then Eggy, and then my surname is Keela. So All right, that's my fun fact of the day.
All right.
So Prem saying that getting up in the morning and staring blankly on the wall, thinking what day it is and what shows to watch. Because my mom have their own shows. Thank God for Astro Go. Yes, definitely. Staring blankly in the wall. Actually, I've lost track of dates and time. If not for the show, if I don't have to do the show, I would have lost track of day and time as well.
Same. Oh man, I'm like, it's Friday already. Oh, okay.
Honestly, because technically, like yesterday was Easter Sunday, right? So technically, today was supposed to be a holiday, or nobody cares about holidays anymore. No, because you're at home anyways,
Yeah.
And I think we're working a lot more these days.
I think so. I think it's so, because you have to go through so many different hoops, right? We don't have everything at our fingertips in the studio.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, record, okay, email it there. All right, get it produced, get it cleaned up, and then it's So it's interesting, but it's a challenge that I think we've all adapted to.
One thing I've noticed is that everybody, and I don't think it's just Malaysia. I think it's everywhere in the world, anywhere that's under lockdown, everybody suddenly became a master chef.
Yeah. Everyone's cooking.
I haven't. To be honest, I'm very lucky because I stay with my mother-in-law and she's a great cook. So she's been cooking up a storm for us. So I don't really need to cook, but we've been getting lunch delivered mostly. I mean, just to support these businesses as well, I think. Yeah.
Didn't she make nasi lemak?
She did. It was so good. And she made Hokkien mee also from scratch.
We have a question here from Aiza Carla Pineda Santos, and I think this one is directed to Sham. What are your beauty and grooming hacks?
Why me? Hey, it was Belle who came up with that with the beauty with the putting on makeup thing, and I did learn one thing instead of putting on foundation, so you put on a sunblock, sunscreen.
Sunblock, yeah. It's a tinted sunblock. So it's sunblocks are sunblocks. They're colorless, right? So this is a tinted sunblock where there is a slight beige tint to it. They added a color onto it. So when you put it onto your skin, it looks a little bit like foundation because there's a slight coverage to it. But at the same time, it is a sunblock.
All right. So I don't know. During MCO, what kind of makeup do you put on? Like a real. It doesn't look like you put on heavy makeup, Belle. It's just something very simple.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a daily makeup.
But why would you need sunblock though? You're not in the sun right now.
Hey, UV rays can come in through the window as well.
That's true, Jenny. That's true, Jenny.
Yeah,
I
JD, isn't
miss
your
going
CSA on air right
Unless
now
you
about
live
UV
in
rays?
unless you
true.
live in a place where there's no window at all, then you don't need sunblock. But yeah, if you have windows like Sham, you're sitting outside in your veranda right now. You need sunblock.
Dude, give us a view, man. That's a great view.
A view of what? Okay, so this is how my house looks like from the outside, right? So I live in a condo. They are all low rise. I'm on the ground floor, meaning what I can see outside of my balcony. It's a veranda, and then it steps out into on the ground, which is the recreational area. So this is the door. So I step out of the door and I see these creepers right here. So I get a bit of the So I get a bit of the shield. And the shield from the sunrise. We get the sunrise over here. So the sun goes up over here. I'm gonna walk over here and show you. This is still within my area, but if I go out here, this is already the outdoors. So if the police are here, I might get arrested. Better go back in. So yeah, in a way, that's how it is. So what a view from here, I'll show you what it is. So we get the kids' playground over there, and the swimming pool is just the other side. So everything's all.
So your son can't even go to the playground?
Walking distance. Say again?
Your son can't even go to the playground? He can see it, but he can't go to it?
Yeah, the worry is there are not many people who are coming out in the evening for walks or anything like that. And what my worry is, he'd be touching all that equipment, the playground, and then after that, without realizing, he's touching his face. So I want to avoid that. So what we do is just, probably play a bit of football just outside here, this green patch that you can see over here. So just kick the ball a little bit and things like that. So that's what we've been doing for about an hour in a week, and the rest of the 8 hours in a day is in front of the TV.
Well, at least he gets an hour of exercise.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Sam. I mean, all screen time for my kids have I've thrown that out the window. I'm very, very lax with screen time right now, especially with my younger one because he doesn't have online schooling. My older one has online schooling Mondays to Fridays.
Right.
Like he's on the tablet, he's watching TV most of the day. Yeah. All right. So that's pretty much it of my life over here. I see one or two of my neighbors who go to the gym, but I'm not going to participate in the gym. Not for the time being.
Are you allowed to go to the gym? My gym's closed.
My gym's closed as well.
So I think so I think from management office they have already put up signs and memos on lifts and on bulletin boards to say that the public facilities are closed. They've even cordoned off the swimming pool. I don't know about the gym. I haven't been there. They should probably lock the gym, but I guess they haven't. And I see some people just walking there. But I haven't been going to the gym. Yeah.
Well, I actually heard because I live in a residential area, so it's a gated and guarded residential area, and we have a padang in the center of the the houses. And people are saying that why can't we still go to the padang if we're by ourselves, social distancing, if we're walking around the padang by ourselves. But someone has actually seen police officers come in and catch people for being in the padang, for being at the padang, for working out there. So now nobody dares to go there anymore.
Yeah, that happened to my friend as well. She lives in a condo. And she used to go for jogs just in the compound of the condo. And the cops came in. But I mean, she lives right opposite the police station. So they see people jogging in the compound.
So my husband had to run around our house compound. He had to run like almost 90 laps around our house to make it 5 kilometers.
But people they made it work, right? Like up and down the stairs, around the balcony, like what your husband's doing.
Yeah.
Hey, I've heard of people doing.
Well, Jimmy actually says that his wife cooks really well. Lucky you! So she enjoys cooking different cuisine every day. This is a great time to experiment with different stuff as well. But of course, try to limit your time going out to the grocery store. So like you have to plan what you need to buy, what you want to cook for the entire week.
Yeah, Sham?
Yeah. and since Jimmy is complimenting his wife, I want to compliment my wife. So our life usually before MCO, it's I'm busy. I'm always out and about. I send my son to school and I'm out, and then I only come back after the shift is over. So once in a while, I get to taste a bit of her cooking. But because of the movement control order, she's been cooking a lot, and she's been looking into recipes that she can try out at the same time, trying to remember what her mom, my mother-in-law, who lives in the kampong, you know how kampong food is, right? So so she's been trying to cook that up. We had a bit of the chicken soup yesterday and things like that, and it's starting to taste like, if you ask me, I'm not that critical, but if you ask me, it is starting to taste like those kampong food that my mother-in-law prepares over here.
Wow.
So it's been good. I keep telling her that, she's a bit worried, going, how does it taste and things like that. And I say, it's nice. It's nice. There's no other way to put it. I'm not going to come up with $1 million review saying, oh, you should put a bit of this, a bit of that. I'm not going to do that, because whatever goes into my mouth, if it tastes good, it excites the taste buds. It's good. So that's what's been happening.
How about you, Soraya? I know you just bought a rice cooker. You've never had a rice cooker before.
What do you mean you just bought a rice cooker?
On her own, see?
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was with my parents, we had a rice cooker, like a big one. And then I moved out and I just never got a rice cooker. So I thought, okay, if I want to eat rice, I'll just tapao, But because I wanted to make a lot of meals that would last a few days. So then I was like, okay, it's time to finally buy a rice.
Wait. Do you even know how to cook rice now? Like the finger technique and everything? Like,
How do you measure? How do you measure the water level?
Yeah, this much.
finger,
This much.
I use
There you go.
there are lines inside the pot. So I made clay pot chicken rice in my rice cooker. It's so fast. It's really easy. So there was.
So you've been cooking mostly, or you've been taking away, like delivering food?
I'm like a little cautious. I'm trying to limit my deliveries also, just because like the packaging, I mean, I think it is really, I think generally restaurants and businesses are playing it safe and being really careful. But just in case, I decided, okay, I'm going to just cook all my meals for a week. And so I did that over the past, I think, week and a half. I cooked for 7 or 8 days straight. So yeah, it's been fun. I like to cook, and it helps pass the time. So I tried to try new things. I made naan. It's not as hard as I thought.
Wow, really? Hey, you would have to make naan. You would need that clay oven to make naan. How do you make naan without having that?
Yeah, so I bought a clay oven along with my rice cooker. No,
Wow, you bought an oven? Are you serious, Soraya?
No, I didn't. No, I just cooked it in the pan. Yeah, I rolled out the dough and then I put it in the pan.
Oh, by the way, guys, it is JD's birthday today. I almost forgot. Happy birthday, JD.
Happy birthday,
Let's
JD.
sing a
Thank
birthday
you.
song right now.
Okay,
all right.
Yeah, 1, 2,
so let's sing
3.
one now.
Happy birthday,
birthday
to
you. Happy
birthday
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
to JD. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
It's just like, when is this going to be over?
Exactly today. I almost forgot when we were doing the show this morning.
All right.
So I was like, it's today.
And JD has turned, it's 50 now, JD, is it? Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, I'm about to retire, 55, so I'm gonna get my take out all my money from EPF.
Everybody, happy birthday now, JD.
Zareen, Eric, Izardin, Melin, and Prem all wish you happy birthday.
Prem says we also like Murid kena paksa nyanyi like that.
It's strange. Now we know how slow our connection is, because like they'll just happy, then they shall go happy, they're happy. So I'm like,
we're trying to harmonize, you see? Yeah.
That's brilliant. Thanks so much, guys. Oh, Teresa actually asked when we do video conferencing, what are we wearing underneath?
Oh no.
Below.
You don't want to know that.
Not important what we wear underneath.
Well, I'm wearing pants. If that's what you're asking, I'm wearing pants. I'm not going to be like that guy who did not wear anything. There was that video going about or during a real meeting, so that was a bit funny. But we're not that crazy. So we're wearing clothes. I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing shirts. So that's how much you're going to get from me, Teresa.
Are you talking about the person who went to the bathroom and brought the laptop with her and during the meeting?
There was this. Yeah, there was this meeting that happened. I don't know what kind of meeting on this. So they did a conference, but this guy did not put on any clothes at all. So if he was
not even a shirt, not even
pants.
Oh my goodness!
So he got up and everyone, hey, that's what happened to that video. Yeah.
Everyone to do a stand-up exercise. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think we haven't. Have we all been exercising?
Not really.
Like I think beneath JD's wearing a nice shirt on the top, right? I think you're wearing shorts. Aren't you wearing shorts? Because I am wearing shorts.
I'm wearing shorts too. Does everyone want to see all our shorts?
I am wearing shorts as well because it's
wearing shorts.
Warm in here.
Yeah, I even matched my shorts.
My shorts. It's my home shorts, so better not.
All right. So during MCO, we've done a lot of cooking. I've been spending a lot of time with my son. He shaved my hair once. That was nice. And at the same time, okay, I got to be honest. It's a bit challenging to go through MCO because we're cooped up inside the house with our spouses and our children, 24/7. I have to be honest. I do need some time out. That's how I'm feeling inside. But because the MCO is on, so we're going to have to obey this. But it has in a way, taught me a thing or two about appreciating what I have. Over here, my wife is happy. My wife is happy. The fact that MCO is going on, where she has me, our son together at home all the time, and she can cook for us, and that's what she's happy about. I am also trying to exercise. I did one exercise video, but that was it. That was it. And then I'm trying to get some exercise going on over here, but I find myself not doing it because, well, thanks to the gadgets that we have and the movies and the TV series that we have, they're so interesting. So I haven't done that just yet. So I am going to start today.
You know what,
Alexandra?
Sham, I should send you a video because I send this to my niece. Both my niece and nephew are competitive swimmers as well. So there's this video going around of competitive swimmers all swimming on their bed, like practicing swimming on their bed. I will share this video with you. It is too funny. You should try that. Like put on your swimming cap and your goggles and your Speedos and go swim on your bed.
And then on the bed, yeah. No,
Alexandra says, what do you miss about the studio?
Yeah, Zareen also asked, do you guys prefer going on air from home? And those are really good questions that we can all answer.
What do I miss about the
one
studio?
at a time. JD first then.
Okay, JD, what do you miss?
I love being at home. I don't know, probably not so much about the studio. In a strange way, Belle, I always complain about, oh no, Astro Food this and Astro Food that. Astro Food is brilliant, and I kind of miss the food at Astro right now because I've been eating at home. It's great that I get to cook and whatnot, but being in the office, being in Astro, and Astro is massive, and so the food there, absolutely brilliant. But about the studio, personally, I don't miss the crazy air conditioning though.
That's what I miss. I miss that. Yeah. At home, I'm
has like a winter jacket prepared. In the studio.
I do love feeling cold. Oh. Yeah, Belle. No, it's okay, Belle. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Yeah. My turn.
Yeah, I miss the air conditioning. Yeah, a lot.
I actually miss interacting with everyone, being at the studio. We get to go for our prep meeting and we get to see everyone and talk to everyone face to face. That's what I miss, actually. Not so much being in the studio, although I miss interacting with JD like in person as well. He's much funnier in person. I miss the interaction with like actual humans and people from work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah. Even though
I get to see, I mean, I'm happy that I get to see my family and my kids a lot more right now. But yeah, like Sham said, it's very hard to get me time right now.
Yeah. Sham, what about you? What do you miss? The studio.
I actually miss the studio, really miss the studio for what it was built for, which is for us to go on air. You see, when I'm in the studio, I'm like in my own zone. Someone from outside might look inside at me and think that I'm going crazy because I do a lot of talking to myself.
oh yeah,
Sometimes,
and a lot of
sometimes I get
dancing.
a lot of dancing. I do that, and I do
And you like
a
to
lot
sit
of
on the floor as well, right? Like
yeah.
just to reflect on life.
Yeah, reflect on life. You know, I use the space. I maximize the space that I have. Stand up, sit down, sit on a stool, sit on the floor, everywhere. And I just miss, doing the thing I do, which is I'd like to call it crafting. The whole editing, the whole color, the whole sound bites thing. That is what I miss about being
You
in the
miss
studio.
producing your own show,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And
We
we
just
can't
got
do
a
that
message
while
from
we're at home.
our own Shankar Santaram from the
Shankar,
right perspective. He's on. He said,
Hey,
"Ball people don't
Shankar!
miss air conditioning in the studio."
And he misses the Astro Canteen, he says.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's great because if you do it every single day, you go to the cafeteria and you go to eat the canteen food and everything. It does get a little bit monotonous because Belle and I, after work, sometimes we go out to places like Sri Petaling or whatever it is just to eat whatever because it's nearby.
And
But
he
now,
says that if
but now I actually kind of miss it, you know. So I actually love it. Shankar as well.
And
What else do we have?
Zurin is also saying hi here. She has her son, who's our colleague. Yeah, her son works for a sister station. Hey, Zurin, how are you?
Oh.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for supporting us more than your son.
he probably prefers art kind of music, though.
Yeah.
the relaxing favorites that we play, right?
So Zurin lives.
yeah.
That means if because I'm in the same area and I know where her son lives, so I know where she lives. So we're kind of close to each other. I know exactly where you live. So technically, after the MCO is done, I'm gonna drive right down and I'm gonna come over because apparently, her son says her mom's cooking is brilliant. So I know where I'm gonna go.
Yeah, and I also I'm glad Shankar is here saying Shankar Santiram is here saying hi to everyone because
hi, Shankar.
I've been following his IG. So his restaurant has also been doing a lot of good things like preparing food for the frontliners and other people, and I guess it's still. He is still operating as per usual, where they're based on delivery. And the thing about that, I know the thing about where the economy is concerned. Some people are concerned where the economy needs to mobilize, still needs to move as much as it can, although it's very limited. But the way I see it, like how I've come up with a way where I'm going to cook a lot more. But at the same time, I think I should also think of those riders. I should also think of those the guys who does food delivery and other businesses, the F&B. Once in a while, maybe I'll probably order from them and get it delivered to my house, just to, I don't know, my part in contributing to the economy a little bit.
Yeah.
It should move
Supporting
on.
local businesses.
Yeah.
Actually, on that, I've heard of a lot of people ordering food. Let's just say there's like 2 people in that household, but they've ordered for, let's say, 3 meals, and then they take 2 and then they give 1 of that meal to that rider itself, which I think is absolutely brilliant. So I think we don't think enough about the people who are, like, we say, oh no, we want to get out of the house and everything, but these guys are out there.
They have
daily.
no choice but to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So think about them for a bit,
Yeah. All right. Have we lost Belle or something?
Yeah, she's trying to reconnect. Oh my God, Prem said something really hilarious. My pet dog gives me the look as if I got fired.
I lost my connection.
Oh no. Right. Bill, you got to look at what Prem just wrote. He said, my pet dog gives me the look as if I got fired and doing nothing at home.
Is that the look that your rabbits are giving you as well? It's like, what are you doing back home so often, human?
My rabbits give me this like, wait, I hope you're getting paid because you got to feed me and stuff. You know what? Let me get a rabbit.
Oh, we get to see a cameo from JD's rabbit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, I don't
is it
Sorry?
No, I was just gonna say,
So,
Prem,
yeah.
that's hilarious. A judgmental dog. Like, tell us more about your dog, Prem.
They should be so happy though. I think pets should be so happy right now that they have their humans there with them the whole time.
Oh, all right. So we've got
Let's
JD.
ask JD's
JD,
rabbit
you've got
that.
your rabbit.
Hi, Denise. That's Denise the rabbit.
Aww.
You need a bath, man. My God.
You use a certain kind of, I don't know, rabbit shampoo.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Because rabbits are
You
very
do?
sensitive. Because when you shower, when you bathe them, you need to have because they generally don't like you. You don't dip them in water completely, so you have to be very gentle with them because they don't handle water very well. But the shampoo actually makes sure that it's gentle. It's kind of like baby shampoo because it doesn't sting the eyes and stuff like this. So yes, I know. Goodness. Okay. Yeah, she wants to get down.
But it is rabbit shampoo.
Hello.
Like it's not. You don't just use baby shampoo.
No, I don't. I actually have a special shampoo. Oh my goodness, she's messing
JD,
around.
that
with
looks a bit vulgar. We can see your pants.
She blends in with the couch. She's gray, and the couch is gray, and the mic is gray.
Eric says you have a cute rabbit, JD.
Yes, she's very cute. How I just got stuck.
All right.
Have you guys picked
Don't
up a
bite
new
my wire.
skill?
Oh my God. Okay, you're
Have
going.
you guys
You're going.
picked up a new skill this MCO? It's been almost a month, right? This is our 4th week.
Yeah.
A new skill? A new skill? No.
Yeah.
The only skill that I am using at the moment is cooking skills okay, here's the thing about me, all right? When it comes to cooking, it can be therapeutic for me because while I'm doing it. But when I'm serving it, it might not be therapeutic. It might be the opposite. It might be a disaster. It could be, or it could actually be good. So I've prepared a few things that my wife would tell the truth about how it tastes like. She will not sugarcoat anything. So if she says it's good, that means I believe that it's quite all right lah. So what I've been doing in terms of cooking skills, it is a skill that I had to figure out myself when I was at uni years ago. So I never relied on any recipe. I just look at what I have and I just put it in the pot, either fry it up, turn it into soup or whatever. So when I was doing that as a uni student, it was only to serve me, right? So it doesn't matter how it tastes like. So every time I cook up a roast lamb or a roast chicken, and then I'll try it out. If it's good, all right, we're going to keep making this. I'll try and remember the recipe that I put. If it's not good, then I'm not going to cook that again. So I've been using all that knowledge, all that skill, all that experience from uni at home. The one issue that we have is when I use all that skills where it's just off the cuff kind of thing, I also have to remember I am serving my son and my wife, and they can be very critical with their comments. Yeah.
Yeah, if you get too experimental.
JD, you've been doing some really experimental cooking as well, right? Because I saw you were doing some. It's a pizza, but no cheese on it. Like, what kind of pizza is that?
No, because I basically didn't have.
That doesn't count.
You get whatever you need to. So I don't have cheese at home. So right now I got to go get more cheese. But you use what you can, right? So most of the time, especially at times like this, what do you have at home? You probably have some flatbreads. If you don't have flatbreads, you have toast, whatever. So it's just easy for you to make something that's simple, that's nutritious. Just find whatever you can in the fridge. So I had rocket. I had pasta sauce. You use whatever you can. If you have a toaster oven, you don't need a full-on oven. You can just make a simple pizza. Another thing I just recently did, and it's going to be part of this huge IGTV series that I'm doing. I made garlic oil, which just helps to make your cooking a lot more fragrant. So it's simple things that you can do at home. So you don't need to be eating instant noodles all the time. You don't need to be ordering food all the time, which is great for the riders. But there's just so much stuff that you can do. But if there's one thing I want to do after the MCO is done, I want to head over to Shankar's place. I want to have some steaks there. I want to have some good food over there. So Shankar, I expect this to be
Shankar's saying that his wife is actually a vet and she's very worried about the way you're handling your rabbit.
Yeah. Well, my rabbit right now, she's a pet, but eventually she's going to be satay.
Oh my God! How could you say that about your
That's going to
pet,
be your
man?
next cooking project, is it, JJ? From
Oh my
pizza without
God!
That's gonna
cheese
be
to
part of
garlic
it.
oil to
Oh
No,
the
I'm
my
new
kidding.
god.
I'm kidding. Not satay. Burger.
Yeah. So I was looking at one of the comments where was it Douglas who said that he has acquired a new skill. Douglas Chu,
Which is
where he
animating.
picked up.
Yeah.
animating.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah.
guess
So
it's
I,
the
Yeah,
I
we will
animation
go check it out.
series.
We will go check it
so
out, Douglas, because we can't do it right now, but we'll go check it out right after this. Good
oh, think
job.
about
Good
it.
job.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been thinking about picking up a new skill besides just cooking. I'm just gonna really put on weight if I just keep on cooking like that. If that's the new skill I picked up, But I've also thought of things like, because we're doing a lot more videos now, and we're doing a lot of editing. We're doing this video. I've sort of come up with my own storyboard, which is in here, and then I just shoot it, right? But somebody else's edit it. At the same time, I'm thinking of working along those lines, where I'm in a way like doing my own show kind of thing, and even coming out with my own jingles. So that's one of the things that I'm thinking about.
Oh.
Like actually, I see, I don't have any musical instruments, so I don't know how on earth am I going to come up with my own jingles, my own music, to call it my own. You see, but that's something I've been thinking about to do.
Well, you can do everything on the computer these days, right? You can all kinds of music producing software, and you can
Yeah.
play around with it and come with your own jingle. And that would probably help because you miss producing your own show so much and like tweaking
I
all the
do.
little effects, right? So this would be great for you, Sham, as a project.
Yeah, I know, but first things first, the two things I need to get, I don't have a laptop. Can you believe it? I only got an iPad and my phone. I need a laptop. And I don't. And the other thing is, I am loving those mics that JD and Bell are
Yes.
having there.
Yeah, you guys have
I'm
legit.
looking for that. Yeah, it looks really
I
good.
had the
I'm like,
foresight of buying it before the MCO happened.
yeah,
We were still working at the studio at that time, right, JD? Like,
Yeah.
even though it was like half the crew was working from home and half were still at the studio. So at that time, I was like, I think this will be extended. I think I should get things prepared to work from home. So I actually bought it before the MCO. So it arrived a week after
Yeah.
the MCO.
Actually, you know what?
okay.
How are people getting their things these days? If you're going to be posting stuff, I would love to know how you're getting your stuff, how you're getting it delivered. Because my mom's been sending me all these links. Because my mom's a WhatsApp queen right now, right? So she sends me all these updates about how you can get your vegetables, and you can actually get it sent directly to you. Has anybody actually done that yet?
Yes,
Yeah,
I've been buying.
That's what my
I've been
friend said.
buying fish. I've been buying fish. I bought fish online. I
you
bought
bought fish
vegetables
online?
online.
Like, what's the fish?
Fresh fish. There's this Instagram site that was recommended to me by a friend. So I bought a whole bunch of fish online. They were frozen, but I mean, they were still fresh. Like when we cooked them, it was still nice and fresh. And then I bought vegetables online as well. And one thing that surprised me, I bought it from this website. I'm not sure if I can share it now, but they send it to me within the hour. I bought it like at 7 p.m. and by 8 p.m. I got it.
Wow, that's even more convenient than going to the grocery store because you got to drive out, find parking, and then
I tried to get everything delivered. It's just some of the things that I've bought haven't been, they haven't even been checked or have been processed yet. So it's like, oh, what am I gonna do with this?
Have you guys
Should I
gotten anything
cancel
delivered besides food?
my rice cooker. No, but I mean, besides that, it's just food, my rice cooker. The vegetables, though, I am hearing about very varying qualities. I think Belle probably got a good one, but one of my friends decided to buy veggies online.
Yeah.
And it arrived. He said, "Oh, the kailan is full of holes."
It's organic.
Yeah.
It's organic, right?
Yeah. So when it comes, that's my feeling towards online shopping. Number one, when it comes to food, I need to go out and actually feel it and see it for myself to pick or not. I'll be in trouble with my wife. Like whether the sawi is the long or short sawi, those things are very important. Whether they are coriander or ketumbar or daun soup, that is very, very important. I know that already. I'm not going to make that mistake anymore.
Are you going
so those
out?
Things
Sham, are you going out as the head of the household right now? And are you video calling your wife at the grocery store? like a lot of men
consulting your
are.
list.
Yeah.
let me tell you how I'm doing shopping, right? So I tell my wife, look, just come up with a list, which is on a piece of paper, not online, because I hate, to keep on checking my phone to see what I want to buy. So I come up with a list. She comes up with a list, and I go buy it. My first few experience before, after marrying her, going shopping with us, when my in-laws asked to go shop for groceries, it was horrible, but I learned my mistake from there. So now I am now an experienced grocery shopper who has this list, who knows exactly what to get. So it should
What
be,
is what?
so the process,
Okay.
yeah. So the process should be more like, I have the list, I go get it, and I come home. It sounds that simple. But in between all that, there will be some WhatsApp message. Oh, I forgot this, I forgot that. Can you get this and that? And when that particular brand in that size, with that amount of salt in this particular product is not there. So now I'm at a crossroad, right? What I have to do is I'm taking a picture, sending it to her, and then she's doing this whole analytical economics in her head. Should I get the 200 gram one or 250 gram? When I'm thinking, can you just pick one? Just pick one, please. I've been at the grocery store, the supermarket, for 3 hours. So.
Are you serious? 3 hours? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
You're buying
how
a lot? Like you're buying for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
whole week or week and a half kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I practice, that I try to practice. First and foremost, I'm in this mindset where, look, Malaysia is a food haven where, we love food. We love different kind of food. We love tasty food. But I'm in between that stance and in between, and also I've taken the stand where, look, on the basis of it, food is also just a basic need that is to provide sustenance for us.
Yeah.
So what I try and do is buy something big, like a whole chicken. I roast it and try to last for the next few meals, so that I am saving up, so that I don't need to be going out too often. At the same time, I'm also thinking of some. Some of us Malaysians have it tougher than the rest of us as well. So I'm thinking along those lines too. Yeah. So that's what's been happening.
Can you imagine how different our lives would be right now if we had to go shopping? And this was like, let's just say this happened 20 years ago, and we were all walking around with a 3310 phone, and then we were just sending SMSs nonstop. And then midway through, we're playing Snake or something.
Yeah, we charge 50 cents for every SMS.
I know, right? Jeez,
Yeah.
that'd be so crazy.
Be like, this
Soraya,
is going into my...
Soraya, Shukri is asking you, it's your shift now, right? Are you on the radio now, or what is going on?
He's going to be back on soon. Yeah.
There's actually two of me. I have a twin. No, I am on air right now. Huh?
Alexandra just said, I tried threading my eyebrows. I almost lost my eyebrows. Now the MCO skill has picked up drawing my own eyebrows.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Well,
Alexandra,
what I would say is, I mean, you are at home anyways. Why bother drawing your eyebrows?
Yeah.
That's true. My eyebrows are
I mean, if I don't have to video, because we interview a lot of people still on air, like even at home, like we do video conferencing. So I have to put on some makeup. Otherwise, I look like I just woke up from sleep,
Oh yeah, because
so if I don't need to use makeup, I try not to at home, and we're at home anyways. Yeah.
Yeah. If not for this call right now, this would be all bare, and my eyebrows have also gone haywire because they haven't been groomed in a long time.
No, yeah, that's the thing. I really wish I could go. Like, if there's one thing that I wish could open up this third phase of the MCO is like a massage parlor or like a beauty salon or something like that.
You know what I did because of that? Because I miss getting a foot massage so bad. I actually went online and I bought a foot massager from China. It arrived. It came in like less than a week, so that's my go-to.
Oh my gosh! You better like sanitize this
the
moment it arrived out of it.
Yeah, the moment it arrived, I dipped it in Dettol. My whole house smells like a dentist's office right now. It smells of Dettol and Clorox all over the place. So everything's sanitized. Yeah.
You see,
And
hi Susan. Susan Rao just joined us as well, and she said that her whole body is aching and she can't go swimming. So sad. I'm sure
Yeah.
you wish that there's a massage place open as well, right, Susan? But why is your body aching though? Like, what did you do?
Just
I don't know. I
craving
think
swimming.
I might know.
Why?
I might know why it's achy. I'm assuming this is not me being scientific, because I do find like my muscles are a bit stiff. I'm supposed to be exercising, but I haven't been doing that. So what I've been doing is sitting down all day, sitting, doing a lot of sitting instead of doing a lot of walking
Yeah,
from,
sitting's
like, for
horrible.
example, and then I feel like, oh my gosh, is this how it feels like getting older and older? I do not like the feeling. I should really, really move, like at least do some push-ups and sit-ups and whatever, as long as I'm not just seated and being a couch potato. But I think I have a feeling being sitting down all day watching TV, watching gadgets and all might have that effect. I think.
Yeah. That's true.
Soraya, have you been
That's true.
exercising? Soraya, have you been
Sorry?
exercising?
Sorry.
Not at all. That's why I'm like, ooh, when I go grocery shopping, that's me burning some calories.
This was the one moment I was hoping that.
How often do you go out though, Soraya? How often have you gone out since the MC?
I usually about once a week.
Really?
Only once a week, and that's it lah. And I'm like, ooh, walking down the aisles, it feels nice to walk.
Walking down the aisle, cat walking down the aisle.
Just
walking down the aisle.
Yeah, and like, ooh, let me take the heaviest bag of rice and do some.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
All right.
But you know what? One more thing that I think
haven't.
people should,
JD.
It's just use whatever you can at home just to do some lifting.
Yes, JD, you've been using your laundry basket, haven't you, or your detergent bottle?
Yeah, to do your biceps. I saw that.
I know.
Wow. Show a bit your bicep. Can you show us your bicep a bit, man? Let's see. Oh, it's there, man. It's there. Ooh.
Just reading a comment from Grace. Hi, Grace, who says she takes a few hours to do grocery shopping for the family as well. I think she's also probably exercising in the grocery store like me.
No, I haven't since we started working from home. I think that's in 2 weeks now, right? I haven't gone out of the house at all. Like my husband has been in charge of going out to go buy the groceries. We'll be getting food delivered, like fresh ingredients delivered as well. So I haven't gone out of the house at all. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit of the cabin fever now, like restless. But the thing is, working from home, I feel like I'm putting more hours into the work rather than just working from the studio and getting everything done. I feel like I'm working in the mornings, I'm working in the afternoons, I'm even working in the evening after the kids go to bed. So, yeah.
I don't mind working all the time, though, because I get restless.
Yeah, we got a quick question from May. May, yeah. What's your favorite food during the MCO? She also says, good afternoon, May. All right, yeah, okay. Each one of us name a favorite food during MCO. Yeah, go ahead. Belle.
Oh my gosh, I've been junking a lot. Seriously, I haven't had so much chips in a long time. I got my husband to buy a whole bunch of potato chips, and I've just been binging on them. Seriously, it's not good. It's not good, but it satisfies the palate for some reason.
All right.
Yeah. What about you, Sham?
For me, okay, so I've done this twice, which is a sautéed mushroom salad. So and I love it. Yeah. So I'm not to say I'm a health freak or anything, but I've been enjoying a lot of more greens, especially now during the MCO, especially trying to curb the COVID-19 outbreak. So, and I love mushrooms. I just can't get enough of mushrooms. So what I do is I saute them, and then I add it into a bowl of mixed salad that has been loving the baby spinach, some Japanese cucumber in there, some what do you call it? I was about to say bell peppers, but you call it capsicum. Yep, those and tomatoes in there as well. So I've been loving that, and I feel great doing that, because I think if I eat something that's a lot heavy.
Do you add any dressing?
Yeah, the dressing is only just vinegar and olive oil. That's it. So I don't go for
very clean.
I don't go for creamy stuff.
So healthy.
Yes.
How about you, Soraya?
My favorite food during the MCO is food that takes a long time to prepare so that I can pass the time. So making my own pasta was good because it helped, and it's fun. It's like seeing flour and water become pasta.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been fun. I that's what I'm enjoying. And then, when you cut up all the onion and all that for the sauce, it takes a long time. So that's what I'm loving. Yeah, I've never made my own pasta before, but I guess that's my new skill.
That's
Yeah.
very
Wow.
impressive.
You guys are all
All
eating
right,
healthy. How
JD.
about you, JD?
Yeah, JD, what about you?
I've gone the opposite of Soraya. I've been doing a lot of different kinds of cooking at home because I mainly do, well, it's Chinese dishes, stir fries and whatever. But the pizza thing was interesting. But I've kind of been making my own pasta. Actually, no, the opposite. I've been making impastas. This is brilliant. My goodness, this is like the extra spicy one. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Gastrointestinal Armageddon. It's like
So,
Yeah, I can imagine, man.
put yourself through it. I mean, but I guess if you're going to eat something so spicy, you should just eat it at home. So the toilet is like right at your disposal, right?
It's gonna go right through you.
yeah, but this is once in a while. Sometimes I don't do that all the time, but sometimes I'm just sitting around after work, after doing all the recordings, I'm just watching TV, and I go, "Yeah, I just want to eat something stupid," and then I'll just do.
That's me right now. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I tell you, after this whole MCO, I'll probably be about 5 kilos overweight.
Oh wait, I think this one's for Belle because it's about and also for Sham. How do you guys manage your kids at home? Are they studying online with a teacher?
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So my
you want to go
son,
first, Sham? Yeah.
Yeah. So what my son's teachers have been doing is, at first they've just been sending videos, right, through this app, and then what they're supposed to do is go through that video. It's like going through a class. So he goes through that class, he sits down. After that, there will always be a task for you to hand in. So the task is all based on the workbook that they're supposed to write on and then submit it. It's just unfortunate that before the whole MCO started, that we didn't bring back the books there at school. So we have to write it down on a piece of paper. And I'm finding myself, doing trigonometry as well. I have to draw
How
a
old's your son?
trapezium.
Your
I have to
son's
draw.
what, 8?
No,
Nine?
he's only year
Year 1.
2.
7.
So no, year 2.
Oh, okay.
So he's turning 7 in October. So he's just learning about this particular subject is more about 2D shapes and 3D shapes. So I'm drawing the cubes and cuboids and a pyramid and cones and cylinder as well, so that he can do work on it.
Oh,
So that's what.
Baby.
But to me, the toughest thing to go is to actually discipline myself to sit down with him, because what he is willing to do is just to watch 8-9 hours of his Muppet Babies, and what I'm willing to do is watch a few hours of my own show that I want to watch on my gadgets, right?
Yeah.
So now I've got to discipline myself, force myself to sit down with him. So those are the things that we're going through.
Okay, so I have a 9-year-old. She has online schools from every Mondays to Fridays from about 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. So their teacher will be giving them they go on Hangout, they go on a video conferencing. So the teacher will be there teaching them for those hours. So she's occupied those hours. And then once she's done with her online schooling, she'll have lunch. I mean, I wrote out a schedule for her. She's following it very loosely, but of course, my daughter, she loves doing TikTok show. So any free minute that she gets, she's on her TikTok. She's doing her dance. She's doing her TikTok, which is fine by me right now, because like anything goes. Just go ahead and do what you like, And then in the evening, she will start doing some of her homework. Her teachers will send their homeworks through as well. So she'll do all her homework, and then we'll do some exercise. Like she will do her gym practice and all that in the evening. So that's her day. That's her weekday. But weekends, it's like all things out the window. She can do whatever she wants.
TikTok all day, every day.
And for my 3-year-old, he is actually in nursery. And one thing good about this nursery, they're sending things over like arts and craft ideas and sheets to write ABCs on and like learn phonics through songs, that kind of thing. So, but it's very hard to get his attention. He can write one letter and that's it. Like he's out of there. So it's a little bit more difficult to get him on a schedule, especially to learn stuff. So to be honest, I think at this point, especially since I'm still working from home, I'm just letting things go as it is. Like I used to be a planner. I like to plan everything, I schedule everything. But at this point, I'm like, there's no scheduling the kids, especially the 3-year-old. There's no scheduling for him. So he can do whatever he likes at whatever time he wants.
But you know what? Talking about, speaking of online learning, right? I've been trying. Keyword is try. Okay, to learn all these, because there are so many apps that you can get. Thank goodness for technologies. I've been trying to learn different languages. So I've been getting on board all these, because I do a lot of language learning for different things as well. So I speak a little bit of Dutch. I've been trying to learn Mandarin, but now my new thing is Arabic, because I stumbled upon the Arabic channel. And I was like, wow, this looks interesting. They always put some kind of like classic Arabic film, and I'm like, I would love to learn what it is. So I tried to learn it, and it is tough, man. The older you get, it's so tough. You know,
I tried learning it on Duolingo as well. Oh my god! And then the word changes, like the verb will change depending if I'm saying it or you are saying or she is saying or he is saying. It's hard.
So this online learning thing, I think it's great that we need to kind of adapt into some learning, even for kids and whatnot. I think it's gonna be the wave of the future and everything. But for now, I still crave. Like I think I would just learn a lot better if I was in class. I don't know whether the kids still crave going back to school or not. You know.
Yeah, my kids do. My daughter does, and my son even. He's like, I miss school. I miss my teachers. I miss my friends. My daughter as well. They miss going to school. So, not to worry. They will probably go. Yeah. Sorry.
Your kids, like Sham, I think your kid would probably miss playing with his friends or something, right?
Yeah, well, most definitely. Well, the thing is, he likes what he's going through now. But when I ask him about, do you miss school, and he says yes, I actually miss him going to school, because I think no, it's more like what you said, JD. I think you learn better. You have a lot more experience when you're going to school. So very unfortunate that we have to go through this now. But you know, it's for the safety of everyone in this country that we don't go to school at the moment.
Yeah.
But for anyone who's thought of doing online learning, but we were forced to do it, right? What else do we have?
Grace Chi asked, are you related to me? What do you guys do when you get very bored and restless? And this is funny. Let me just say what Alexandria texted us or commented us. She gets her exercise done whenever she watches horror films. They say that we can lose weight just by watching horror films, like paranormal stuff. Really?
It must be all the
get your heart rate
hiding behind the couch.
Yes, it's probably got to do, like you said, the heart rate.
What do you guys do when you're bored? Yeah, it gets your heart rate up. So maybe that's how you can burn some fats or get your metabolism up.
Grace's question.
What do you guys do when you get bored and restless? What do you do when you get bored and restless? I'm watching K-dramas right now.
You always watch K-dramas. There's no difference in that.
No. When I was working in the studio, I don't have the time to, but now I do. So I'm
every morning she's like, you know what I watched yesterday?
The other day I was on a weekend, on a Saturday night, I finished the entire season until 3 a.m. in the morning. So yeah.
Oh,
so, what do you do?
And you don't have to wake up at 4 a.m.
Anyway?
Yeah, because I don't have to wake up at 4 a.m.
Sham, are you bored and restless all the time?
No. No, just because currently I've got Westworld to follow.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's what I've been watching. But after this, eventually, Westworld's going to end, and then I've got to find new things. So I have been thinking about a few things. Like, for example, at the start of this whole MCO, if I'm not mistaken, I did read on a news daily saying that the National Library was also offering some free reading materials online.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I've been a guy who's been trying to get
Bless
to
you.
get the reading the reading habit in me. So since I can't go out to go get books, I need to start reading a lot more. So I'm going to try that out. At the same time, I did
I've actually,
read.
Sham, I actually went to that website thinking that I can get some books for my kids to read online. It is
Yeah.
Did it work for
so
you?
difficult. No, it's so
Yeah.
difficult. I don't know where to
Oh, is
click,
it?
and you have to register. And then after I registered, I couldn't see any books that I could search. So
Right.
it's pretty complicated. So I think our National Library needs to step up on their user interface specifically, because it's really difficult to navigate through the whole system.
But there's one thing that Belle said just recently. There's another way. If you're feeling that you're getting cabin fever and you want to get out, you can kind of get out. There's all these virtual tours that it's available
There
now.
are so many. You can tour museums. You can go to the Louvre without even going to Paris.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You
Have you
can
done
really
it,
get.
Soraya?
I went through the whole collection. I went through the whole collection of a museum in Norway. You know that famous painting, The Scream, that one.
Yeah.
Van Gogh. Go through
I
the
think
Van Gogh Museum.
I didn't go to that one. I went to the Edward Munch Museum. It's really amazing because besides the whole collection, they even let you do like a walkthrough of the museum halls. So it's like you're actually there doing a 360 tour of the room. You get to see the paintings on the walls. It's amazing. Google Arts and Culture. Download it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're almost out of
So
time.
many.
Oh,
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but one thing.
Thank
If
you.
there's one
First of
thing
all, I
you missed, okay, what would it be? Just one thing, real quick, for everybody. We'll start with
Real
Soraya.
quick.
one thing we miss about like life outside.
Yeah.
Wow. I think banana leaf rice. Banana.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I guess just being able to like call up a friend and be like, hey, let's go meet here. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. And just walking around being able to just walk around outside and meet friends and stuff like that. That's what I definitely miss.
Sham?
Yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah. One thing I miss is the swimming pool. I miss my swim training. I need to get back to that. That's one thing I miss. I might have even forgotten how to swim.
Don't worry, you can never forget. I stopped swimming for a lot of years, and when I jump into the pool, I can still swim. So it's like riding a bike; you can never forget. Yeah.
No?
For me,
All right.
What about
the shopaholic in me? The other day, I actually dreamt of walking, like just window shopping at a mall. So I was like, oh my god, I miss just like window shopping at a mall, just walking aimlessly, looking at things. Yeah, I miss that.
Right. JD.
Me,
JD?
I used to travel a lot, so much so that I hated airports, but I think I generally miss traveling right now. So that would be the one thing I'll probably do the moment this ends. But I think the one thing that all of us collectively miss the most is direct interaction with you guys, the listeners. Thank you so much for all the messages. If you're wondering about the contest, we will get back to it the moment this list. Will get back into giving you guys lots of chances to win prizes. But we miss you. We miss talking to you. And we're doing our level best to give you the best music, relaxing favorites, and also great interaction here. So chat with us continuously on Facebook. I think we're going to be putting a lot more content on Facebook. So I guess that's one way to get.
And I think our boss says that we should do this again. We should do more of this.
Definitely.
Again.
Yeah, this has been really fun.
More of our listeners.
I don't think we got to address everyone's questions also. So next time we'll definitely get around to those.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us for this Facebook Live session.
Please.
Remember to continue to stay at home, stay positive,
stay safe,
think happy thoughts.
Yeah. And I'll remember to wear pants the next time. Bye.
Take care, everybody. Bye.
We'll everyone inform on when we're going to go live again next. Okay.